another thing. The reason why they have so many freaking things, so many armor pieces in Halo, is just so they could get money from the players. There's 3 versions. For most armor pieces, there's 3 versions. So think about it. If you spend rec points to buy it, you get that armor, but you want the other freaking color or the other skin on it, what are you gonna do? You're gonna keep grinding, but eventually you're gonna hit a point where you're like, all right, this is the RNG is ridiculous. Just look at Destiny. That's their RNG is trash. You can sit there and get the same freaking armor 18 different times before you get something that you really want. The reason why they made the same armor and 3 different skins is just for that
yeah,
point.
all
So
based
you
on
get tired,
microtransactions.
and then you go out and buy with real money. They're greedy. They want more money.
Exactly. So like, do you think that Frank O'Connor's statement on that the rec system is unintrusive in terms of like unlockable content, in terms of a good progression system in Halo? Like, I don't agree with them. Like, it is intrusive, because like, intrusive implies that something is annoying. Like, if you look up the definition of the word intrusive, like, it's like something that's not wanted there. It's annoying as fuck. Like, get it out of here. If you can have, like, remember we said in the previous stream, like, you can have a balance between microtransactions and a good progression system. Like, it doesn't have
everything in moderation is good, but I agree and disagree with you. I disagree because it has microtransactions. And
yeah, obviously I would say
microtransactions in itself is intrusive. But I agree because every game out there pretty much has microtransactions.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Halo's is more balanced, more fair than.
It is. I would definitely.
It's not the most balanced. It's not the most fair, but in terms of as a whole, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. You know why? Like I said it with the Destiny thing. Like, because when you play Halo, you get those rec credits, and it rewards that you can actually earn those rec credits to buy more rec packs and unlock it. Like, you're not forced to pay that $2.99 or whatever the other packages they have. Like, you actually earn in-game credits to unlock the stuff. But that's just, I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's much better if you look at games like Destiny, where they have things like the Bright Dust, where you play the game and you earn 0 Bright Dust unless you get like a Bright Engram or some bullshit.
You mean like you getting that one fusion rifle 18 times?
Look, you don't even have a chance.
What I'm gonna say about Destiny's RNG is it's stupid. Whoever coded it is a goddamn idiot, because it's not that hard to code in to the RNG. Hey, if you got this piece of armor for the next round, take that off the table. That's not hard to do. So my theory is they did it on purpose.
Look, back to the thing.
Which goes back to what I said about Halo. The reason why you have three different skins is because they just want money from you. And that's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what they want. But I understand why they have to do RNG-based stuff like microtransactions at this time, like because of price inflation.
Yeah, they can do RNG. It's just like I said, code in that if you get a piece of armor for the next round, take that piece of armor off the table so you can't get it again until you get all of the armors, and then go start from freaking scratch.
Like, obviously I would want to see something like in Halo 3, like for example the Hayabusa, where you have to go in campaign to unlock the Hayabusa armor by jumping through the rings and all that stuff. That is amazing. For special helmets like that, like Hayabusa, if they incorporate that kind of system in Halo, like maybe even just for a bunch of armor pieces, like the one that we said, legendary, maybe some ultra rares, and like maybe some mythic ones, a progression system, that would be more player focused, and that would be the right step going forward.
That would be fair. What you said.
But all right, but do you think that microtransactions should be completely eliminated from the game, or do you think they could be balanced out?
They could be balanced out.
Alright, I think they could. On subs later. Yeah, I think they could be balanced out. Plus the thing, like the price inflation back then, back in the day, like when Halo Reach came out, you know, those games, like I don't know, like 5 years.
If you a sniper, If you were a
No,
sniper,
no,
you could freaking destroy people up here.
Yeah. Yes, but back to the thing, like when Halo Reach came out, games were $59.99, right? And if you account it for price inflation, dude, I swear to God, this Self-Slater is just so bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all these different video games.
Yeah, I do, but look at this. In the past, whenever a game, those years where the game was $59.99, did you ever hear of any game manufacturer locking players out of content or going lax on content, aka what a lot of people are saying about Destiny, that they basically created the content beforehand and then only released a portion of it with the original game, and then the rest of it they're slowly releasing afterwards.
I don't necessarily agree with all the practices of video game companies, but I understand why microtransactions have to be in the game. Like if 343 can find a balance between microtransactions and a progression system, like for example in Warzone, you should start out with all the basic loadouts like the SMG, the Magnum, the assault rifle, the DMR, the battle rifle, but a progression system needs to be in Warzone where if you use a weapon, like say for example a battle rifle, you unlock different versions of the battle rifle. Like maybe for the laser targeter, for example, if you get a lot of headshots, precision kills, then you unlock the laser targeter for the battle rifle.
Battlefield did that with their premium content. Yeah, you pay an extra like $20 for the premium content, but it's a season pass. You get everything for the rest of the game. But that's how it was. Like all of the weapons in Battlefield, the premium weapons. There's a sense of achievement behind them. You have to get kills with other weapons.
That type of progression system where you use weapons to unlock different versions of the weapons, that would be well accepted instead of just, oh, I played Warzone, I'm a level 130, I still don't have the Halo 2 battle rifle. That is the stupidest shit. Like I've heard so many people like comment on my videos just like, oh dude, I'm still this high ass rank, I don't have a DMR, I don't have a Halo 2 BR. It doesn't make any sense. Like if you give someone the original BR, like the Halo 6 BR or whatever, you get kills with it, maybe you make a progression system where you get a certain type of kill, like maybe perfect kills or something like that, where it unlocks the Halo 2 BR version, assuming the Halo 2 BR comes in as a variant in Halo 6 Warzone. In my opinion, that would be way more player focused. Let me revive this guy.
You got damage, I'll fix you up.
Can't revive him. Alright, but to be fair to Frank O'Connor, like I feel like that statement was taken out of context just a little bit, because later on in his statement he does go on to say that he basically says certainly in the future we'll be evolving our systems and tech, and maybe these general and vague statements will have brief applicability, but right now nah. So he was referring to the leaker. That for me, like seeing that's a little bit promising, because if they are working on the rec system and making it more like progression based, that would be amazing.
Don't fuck it up.
Don't fuck it up like Bungie did with Destiny 2, where everybody just hates it, right?
Yeah.
So the progression system is the way to go, but microtransactions and moderation can also be good. Alright, but some people say that like the rec system is very intrusive in Halo 5 because it's not focused on arena, but it's heavily focused on Warzone. So Warzone, you have to take away the time that you could put into things like the arena aspect of the game, Forge, and you have to use that time as a game developer to focus more on recs, on Warzone, and basically that microtransaction area of the game. So you think that...
Look, everything in moderation.
I hear him, dude. I hear him. He's trying to kick my ass.
As long as they take the time into it and freaking develop a fair reward system, a fair
an achievement-based
microtransaction system,
yes,
they'll be fine.
The people that play Destiny and the people that play Halo 5 understand what a terrible ass microtransaction system is. Halo 5 is like the heaven compared to Destiny. I'm not gonna say it's a good rec system because it's not perfect. It definitely
there's always room for improvement.
Yeah, so Frank O'Connor did say that they're evolving their system. so that's fine with me.
Halo sneaky ass snipers that sit there and you run by and then they freaking pick you off. Thing we cleared out that whole right side basically. Coming up that left side.
Dude, I feel like Halo is just like 343 is such in a bad spot right now because just Halo 5 was just such a bad release, and just this whole anti-microtransaction movement.
Halo 5's downfall wasn't the microtransactions.
No, it was
Their
definitely
downfall
not.
was the horrendous campaign. Absolutely horrendous. Literally the worst one out
dude.
of all the Halo
That
games.
hell yeah.
All
no
of them.
one's
Yeah,
dude,
since 343 took over Halo, I'll have to say that I've been disappointed.
you're not the only one in that group. Do you think that if 343 doesn't deliver the game that so many people want, like that'll be the end of Halo?
No,
No.
because
Why?
because their Halo 5 is, there's so many problems there. The campaign was such trash. If they improve everything that they did, or if they improve the campaign just a little bit, I think players are going to be happy. But then again, if they screw up the microtransactions bad enough, there's going to be a big enough uproar that it's going to offset that. Basically what I'm saying is because Halo 5 was such a letdown that almost anything that they make is going to be a big improvement. But they can also
Wow.
screw it up really badly.
I'm not gonna say that Halo 5 was a failure in all aspects, because you gotta admit, Forge, the potential Warzone, like some of the multiplayer mechanics, that's like some of that stuff is just amazing. Like I gotta admit, like if you look at the Promethean weapons, like the design aspect, like the mechanics of the Promethean weapons, incineration, cannon, suppressor, if you look at that shit, like those are some of the coolest weapons I've seen in the entire Halo franchise. Like I think if anything, like things like that, 343 nailed it. Yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything there is with microtransactions.
About damn time.
If a person don't succeed, push yourself
Oh, we
off
getting
and
eight, dude.
try
We getting eight
again.
back. Show me potato salad.
Show me Picard's flute.
Holy shit. Like every time it falls like that, it's just so badass. So you have any final input into the microtransaction arguments?
The gazillion time. But get it right or don't do it.